Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Fatma, and I'm really happy you're here with us today. This podcast is made for English learners, so we always speak clearly and use simple, natural language. Today's topic is something very close to real life: self-control. Now, self-control doesn't mean being strict or serious all the time. It simply means being able to manage your actions, your feelings, and your daily habits. And trust me, we all need it. With me today, as always, is my friend Hasan. Hi, Hasan.
Hi, Fatma. Hello, everyone. Great to be back. Self-control? I love this topic, honestly, because it's one of those things that sounds simple, but feels really hard sometimes. We all know what we should do, but actually doing it? That's a different story. I think most people can relate to that. So today, Fatma and I are going to talk about this topic in a very natural and honest way, using simple English so everyone can follow along comfortably.
So, Hasan, let's start simple. In your own words, what does self-control mean to you?
Good question. For me, self-control is about making a choice, even when the easy option is right in front of you. Like when you're tired after work and you know you should go for a walk, but the sofa looks so comfortable. That moment, that's where self-control lives.
Yes, that's such a real example. For me, self-control is like a muscle. You have to use it regularly to make it stronger. And just like a muscle, it gets tired sometimes. That's normal. The key is you don't give up. You just rest and try again.
I really like that idea, self-control as a muscle, because it means nobody is born with perfect self-control. It's something you build over time. And you don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep practicing.
Exactly. Small efforts every single day. That's what it really comes down to. Let's talk about real examples, because I think that's the best way to understand this topic. Hasan, what's a moment in your daily life where you need self-control?
Oh, honestly, my phone. I pick it up to check one thing and suddenly 30 minutes are gone. I don't even know what happened. So now I try to put my phone face down when I'm working or studying. It sounds like a tiny thing, but it actually helps a lot.
I do the same. And for me, food is a big one. I love sweet things. Chocolate, biscuits, anything like that. And sometimes I tell myself just one, and then, well, it doesn't stay at one. So I try to keep those things out of easy reach. If it's not in front of me, I'm less likely to reach for it.
That's smart. Out of sight, out of mind. That's actually a great self-control trick. Another one for me is waking up in the morning, especially in winter. When it's cold and dark and the bed is so warm, that's a real test of self-control right there.
Oh, completely. I think mornings are one of the hardest moments. But I notice that when I wake up on time and start my day well, I feel so much better for the rest of the day. That feeling is the reward.
So, how can people actually improve their self-control? What works for you, Fatma?
For me, the biggest thing is starting small. I don't try to change everything at once. That's a recipe for giving up. Instead, I pick one small habit, like studying for just 15 minutes, and I stick with that. Once it feels easy, I add a little more. That's really wise. I think a lot of people fail because they try to do too much too fast. For me, I use a simple daily plan. I write down 3 or 4 things I want to do that day, just on a piece of paper. When I check something off the list, it feels great. That feeling of finishing pushes me forward. The list idea is so good. And I think having a routine also helps. When you do the same things at the same time every day, it stops feeling like a decision. It just becomes automatic. Yes, because self-control is actually tiring. Every time you make a decision, it costs a little bit of mental energy. So if you can make something a routine, your brain doesn't have to fight for it anymore.
Now, let's be honest. Self-control isn't always easy. What are some of the real challenges?
Laziness is definitely a big one. There are days when I just don't feel like doing anything. And on those days, I've learned that I shouldn't wait for motivation to arrive.
because it might not. Instead, I just tell myself, start for 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. And usually, once I begin, I keep going.
That's such a smart trick. Another challenge I face is stress. When I'm stressed, I lose my self-control much faster. I might eat more or get frustrated quickly. So I've learned that managing stress actually helps my self-control. If I take a short walk or breathe slowly, I feel calmer, and then it's easier to make good choices.
And I think one more challenge is being too hard on yourself. If you make a mistake, if you ate too much or wasted an hour, some people feel so bad that they just give up completely. But that's the wrong response. A mistake is just one moment. Tomorrow is a fresh start.
So true. Be honest with yourself, but be kind too. That balance is really important. Let's take a moment to look at some useful words from today's conversation. Great idea. Our first word is self-control. It means the ability to manage your feelings and actions, especially in difficult moments. Example, she showed great self-control and didn't get angry. Next word, routine. A routine is something you do regularly, usually at the same time. Example, my morning routine includes tea and a short walk. Then we have distraction. A distraction is anything that stops you from focusing. Example, my phone is my biggest distraction when I study. And finally, consistent. If you are consistent, you keep doing something regularly, not just once in a while. Example, if you're consistent with practice, you will improve. These are all very useful words. Try using one of them in a sentence today, even just in your head. That's how language becomes natural. We've covered a lot today. What self-control really means, real-life examples, how to build it, the challenges, and some key vocabulary. I hope this felt like a real conversation and not a lesson.
That's what we always aim for. And I want to say to our listeners, if you struggle with self-control sometimes, that's not a weakness. It means you're human. The important thing is that you keep trying. Small steps, every day, add up to big changes over time.
Beautifully said, Hasan. And to everyone listening, thank you so much for spending this time with us. It really means a lot. If today's episode helped you even a little, please share it with someone who might enjoy it too.
And we'd love to hear from you. What's one area of your life where you want to practice more self-control? Leave a comment. We read every single one.
Until next time, take care of yourselves, be patient with yourselves, and keep learning. We'll see you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone. Keep going. You've got this.